Welcome everybody to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 12 things that may destroy your relationship. First, the lack of communication or poor communication, if I may, is one of the things that actually destroy a lot of relationships. You see, it is very important to speak to your other half and explain your needs, your feelings, and your concerns. It is very good to know that they understand what you're talking about and explain it in detail. Now, when there is not enough information and communication, this leads to conflicts because the other half does not understand what you're talking about, and so they keep on doing perhaps the wrong thing that they were doing before because they don't understand what you're talking about or have the details of what you're talking about, and this leads to conflicts in a relationship. So a lack of good communication and clarity can destroy your relationship. The next big point I'm going to be talking to you about is a big one: trust. Trust is very essential in every relationship, and the lack thereof can leave a doomed relationship. People who lie, people who cheat, people who are never consistent in what they say, they lead to the relationship, the breakdown of that relationship. So lying, cheating, and all these malicious things, jealousy, can lead to the lack of trust. And trust, is a huge component in every relationship. It is something that every couple, young or old, work towards so that they can have full confidence in each other. Where there's no trust, there cannot be a real relationship. The lack of honesty is one of those things that also leads to a doomed relationship. Withholding information that is crucial is being dishonest. And you see, when the other party finds out that you are lying, you are holding important information from them, something very crucial that can also destroy a relationship. So it is very important that you are honest from the beginning in your relationship. Perhaps you've got things that you like them to know, and you should do it from the beginning. And they also should talk to you about their concerns so that everything is on the table and you sort it out, and then you build your healthy relationship. So do not be dishonest with the one you love. In today's world, we are faced with so many things that we see on TV and social media, and sometimes loneliness and lack of support. Now, support is very important, and where you don't find support in relationship, it leads to insecurity, and the other person feels like they're all by themselves, and it's one of those things also that can destroy a relationship. So if you are in love with somebody, if you're in a relationship married to somebody, it's very important that you support them. Show that you support them, be there for them, because you see, sometimes they don't go through the good days. They need that shoulder to cry on, if I may say. So support them. But if there's not much support in a relationship and the one person feels like they're doing everything, then the relationship is not going to go far. So remember, support is very important. If it's not there, it's like a table without the legs. Everything will fall. Holding hands, hugging, and kissing are very important in a relationship, but the lack thereof, when there's no affection in a relationship, when there are no smiles, where everything seems all dull and doom, is not nice for any relationship. So physical affection is very important to keep a relationship going. Where there's no affection, well, it's going to lead to a dead relationship, and you don't want that. So make sure that in your relationship you hold hands. Go to a movie if you can, and hug and kiss, cuddle. But if these things are not in your relationship, then unfortunately that may lead to the destruction of it. In every relationship, there's always going to be conflicts. There is no relationship that doesn't have conflict. So there's going to be grudges and unforgiveness. The lack of forgiving one another can also lead to a doomed relationship. So when you go through hard times with your partner, it's very important that you remember that the past conflicts must go. You have to forgive. The lack of forgiveness will lead also to a doomed relationship. The lack of gratitude in any relationship can also lead to a dead relationship. Because you see, the other person will feel undervalued by the other half. So show gratitude to the one you love and it will make your relationship grow. But if you don't show gratitude and the other person feels like they are all alone, whatever they're doing, their work, their actions, all that they do for the relationship is not being appreciated, then that may leave them feeling lonely and underappreciated, and that will not do very well for any relationship, young or old. Now, the last point I'm going to be sharing with you is the lack of maintenance in a relationship. Yes, I know. In today's world, things are so difficult and there's so many things that is happening. Some things on social media, work, stress, and so many things. But it's very important that we make time for those that you love. You must make time for those that you love. Otherwise, if you do not make time for them, everything will start crumbling down. So it is very, very important that you make time even in this day and age where things seems to be just everything is coming down on us every time. So make time for the ones you love. Yes, it's very busy, but for you to survive in any relationship, you have to make time to make it work. And remember, there is no perfect relationship, and so it all takes willingness to make everything work. You have to make it work together. So make time, otherwise nothing ain't gonna work. So these are the 12 tips I had to share with you today. If you enjoyed our work, please don't forget to subscribe and like our video. And remember, I'll see you on the rebound. Cheers.